Hello and welcome, beautiful. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Cody Montarbo, the founder of Montarbo Skincare. Always here to help you have the most healthy, glowing, and gorgeous skin regardless of your age, concern, or budget. And in today's video, I wanted to talk to you about fragrance because it looks like fragrance has become the new devil. I just wanted to share a little bit of a story and context so that you're kind of clear of my intentions of sharing this information, because I just see a lot of information online now that fragrance is the worst thing ever for your skin. And so just to clarify, fragrance can definitely lead to issues. I'm very sensitive to fragrance. We don't have fragrance in our line. One, because I'm sensitive to it and I'm using my stuff, and it is a contributor to a lot of sensitivities and irritations, like also eczema, psoriasis, contact dermatitis. I think the issue more than anything is just to remember we don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater. There's still products that have fragrance in them that I enjoy once in a while, and sometimes I'll use something new that might have a little bit too much fragrance and I can tell right away. Even my sinuses get messed up and I'll get itchy. So it really depends on the actual fragrance it is and where it's sourced from. And so that's really important. You know, a lot of the chemical fragrance can be just overpowering and lead to sensitivity, but then there's more natural fragrances that we put in skincare as well, like essential oils and like orange and stuff. And some people say, oh my God, that's terrible, don't use that. But I mean, a lot of those fragrances and essential fragrant products or essential oils are used in skincare because they can be very beneficial on the skin, and they're usually lower on the ingredient list. Of course, if you're super sensitive, then avoid all fragrance. But I think the issue more than anything is the amount of fragrance and fragrant products that people are using, and not realizing that that over time compounds and leads to the development of more sensitivity or actual contact dermatitis or irritation. So I just wanted to kind of tell you a little bit about fragrance in the sense that, you know, you don't always need to be so afraid of it, and that it does have a time and a place in skincare, because sometimes I'll use something and it just is enjoyable to, like, I love the smell of roses and I'm willing to kind of deal with any type of sensitivity that I might have because I enjoy the product. So for me, when I'm purchasing something, I don't just say, oh, I'm not buying it because it has fragrance. I ask, you know, is the benefits going to outweigh the potential of the irritation that I might get? So I always think, you know, it's more about just being logical in the sense of like, well, you know, I do enjoy this smell. I'm willing to take the risk, and I think that the benefits outweigh kind of the potential for the irritation. So does that make sense? We have products, professionals often will have products that smell really yummy and good, and we do avoid a lot of fragrance in our back bar when we're doing peels and facials, because we've just noticed that when you use a lot of fragrance, especially with like chemical peels, you're already irritating the skin with the chemical, and then the fragrance on top of that can just lead to a lot of issues that we have seen, including an allergic reaction. So that is important to know also, that what you're doing to your skin, if you're overly exfoliating or treating it at home and then you put something that's really fragrant on it, you could definitely develop some concerns and some issues, but not always. You know, let's be realistic about this and not throw the baby out with the bathwater, and realize there is a lot of benefit to fragrance, and it can be very soothing to the skin, very healing to the skin, like aloe and cucumber. You know, those things are very beneficial to the skin. And then, you know, the fragrance that I'm more concerned with in products or for people is like a lot of makeup and thick creams, a lot of like, you know, baby powder smelling thick creams, you know, back in the day, old school kind of creams like that. Those kind of products definitely can lead to the development of some sensitivity. So, but not always. Everybody's skin, you also need to take into consideration someone's skin type and what they're doing to their skin. So I know a lot of people that can use everything fragrant and they have no issues. So, but let's also talk briefly, I'll end with this, fragrance in your rooms, in your houses. I am very sensitive to all those things and get allergies, and I'm dealing with it right now, a sinus infection again. And so if you are a person that's sensitive to fragrance, then obviously avoid fragrance in your skincare, but also just be mindful if you're dealing with sinus stuff. you know, your fabric softener is a hardcore chemical. I get very itchy. We were just on a trip and my partner's dad washes with all those fabric softeners, and I couldn't be like, hey, you know, I can't wash my laundry, but you know, I have all these rules. So he washed it. I do love the smell, but I get itchy, like my skin's on fire. He also has like a lot of candles burning that are very fragrant, and that's terrible for people that are sensitive. Also Glade plugins, Febreze, air fresheners, all of that stuff. Even a lot of essential oils, when you overdo it, you can definitely lead to more sensitivity, sensitivities later. So just kind of be mindful of that if you are sensitive to fragrance in general. But to wrap it up, there is a time and a place for fragrance. Not all fragrance is bad, and it's usually low on the ingredient list, and there are a lot of benefits to the skin with minimal amounts of fragrance in there. So hopefully this video helped. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them below. Remember to always stay gorgeous, and I'll see you really soon in a new video. Bye!